Hey, what's up, AP World people? We are back with video 28, topic 5.2. We're going to build on the last video, which discussed the Enlightenment. Now we're going to focus on the revolutions that occur as a result of the ideas of the Enlightenment. So let's get going. Topic 5.2 will focus on revolutions around the world between 1750 and 1900. And here's the big idea. If you know nothing else from this video, make sure you know this big idea. The Enlightenment is going to influence the American Revolution, which will influence the French Revolution, which will influence the Haitian Revolution, which will influence Latin American Revolution. So each one of these will build upon the ideas of the previous revolution or ideas. It's very important to understand this, know this order, and it will take you a long way. All right, so the American Revolution began when Americans became weary of the British economic policies, particularly mercantilism, and they increasingly became more independent and autonomous. In July 4th of 1776, we had the Declaration of Independence, which was influenced by John Locke's natural rights, and France will play a significant role in aiding the Americans against the British during the war. They will provide military and financial aid to the United States, and we'll discuss more of that in a push. And the war will end in 1783 with America being recognized as an independent nation. Jumping over to the French Revolution, some causes of that. Well, we have economics, and the third estate, which makes up about 97% of the population. They're going to pay most taxes, and they will make up most of the population. On the other hand, we'll have the first estate, which is the clergy or religious officials, and the second estate, nobles or government officials. They will pay little in taxes. So we're going to see this unequal distribution of taxes between the different estates. On July 14th, 1789, we have the storming of the Bastille, which marks the beginning of the French Revolution, and Bastille Day is celebrated every year in France on July 14th. The Declaration of Rights of Man and the Citizen is an important document you should be familiar with, which is written by Thomas Jefferson and Marquis de Lafayette. This declared basic human rights, and this was influenced by Enlightenment ideas such as natural rights, individualism, and the social contract. In the 1790s in France, we have the Reign of Terror, which was led by Maximilien Robespierre, and this was when the government executed thousands of individuals, including King Louis XVI and his wife, Queen Marie Antoinette. And eventually, Robespierre was guillotined, thus ending the Reign of Terror. All right, jumping on over to Haiti, which was a French colony in the Caribbean. The revolution began in 1791 with a slave revolt, which was led by maroon communities, which were escaped slaves that led this revolt against white landowners. A former slave by the name of Toussaint Louverture led a rebellion against slavery, and in 1801, Toussaint will gain control of Haiti. Land was divided up amongst former slaves, and in 1804, Haiti becomes the first country in Latin America to become independent. Now, after the Haitian Revolution, we have other revolutions in Latin America. Many of these revolutions were led by Creoles, and if you remember, Creoles are people of European ancestry born in Latin America. They're highly educated and read Enlightenment ideas. And the causes of these revolutions were Creoles resented Spanish mercantilism, or the economic policy of making money for the mother country, and Creoles also resented their lack of political power. So they wanted more power and less economic restrictions on their states. Simon Bolivar is a dude you must know. He is a Creole that advocated Enlightenment ideas in Latin America. He helped influence independence movements in Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. And his famous letter from Jamaica, if you have not read this yet, I urge you to get a copy of it, at least an excerpt from it. Read about it, where you will see his plan for government in Latin America. This is specifically mentioned in the AP World curriculum, so make sure you are familiar with his letter from Jamaica. All right, so what are the impacts of Latin American revolutions? Well, women did not gain many rights, they still could not vote, and they received little education, if at all. Many of these new states will have voting requirements where you must read and write in Spanish in order to be able to vote. Jumping over to the Philippines in Asia, well, we have the propaganda movement, which was inspired by Enlightenment ideas in the late 19th century, so the late 1800s. They did not seek independence, rather they sought reform and more control for the Philippines. And we will explore the Philippines more during this time when we get to the Spanish-American War later on. In New Zealand, we have a series of wars led by the Maori people, who were Polynesian people that occupied New Zealand since at least the 13th century. So they've been there since at least the 1200s. And in the mid-19th century, the mid-1800s, Britain will annex New Zealand and increase its control over the territory. The Maori tribes will fight the British, but they will be defeated in 1872. However, we'll see a strong sense of nationalism develop among the Maori people. Nationalism will occur in Europe as well. It will play a significant role in Italian unification, German unification, in the Balkan Peninsula, and the Ottoman Empire as well. So let's discuss Italian unification. We have a dude by the name of Count di Cavour, who's the Prime Minister of Piedmont, Sardinia, and he sought to unite all of Italy. And he allied with this guy here, Giuseppe Garibaldi, and he helped unite Italy into the state we know it as today. Over in Germany, we have a Prussian leader by the name of Otto von Bismarck. He sought to unite Germany. He will defeat France in the Franco-Prussian War. And in 1871, we will see Germany united under Otto von Bismarck. In 1827, Greece will achieve independence with the help of the British, French, and Russians. And a weakened Ottoman Empire saw nationalism increase in Serbia, Bulgaria, and Romania. We'll come back to this area more when we get to World War I in the 20th century. Finishing up with the Ottoman Empire nationalism, Ottomanism is when the government hoped to achieve a modern unified state, and they increased government involvement in education, and many groups within the Ottoman Empire were weary of Ottomanism. This is one of the ironies of history, that the Ottoman Empire hoped to increase its control over the Ottoman Empire, and as a result, we're going to see many groups within the Ottoman Empire resist this and weaken the Ottoman Empire. All right, we'll end with a quick recap. We have the Enlightenment, led to the American Revolution, led to the French Revolution, led to the Haitian Revolution, led to Latin American revolutions. No Bolivar's letter from Jamaica, nationalist movements in the Philippines, New Zealand, Italy, Germany, Balkan Peninsula, and the Ottoman Empire. All right, guys, look forward to see you back here for video 29, topic 5.3. Thanks for watching. Best of luck on all your exams this year, and have a good day.